Biden heads into a make-or-break stretch for his failing presidential campaign. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video, and today we have to discuss the failing Biden campaign because let's face it, it seems like every other hour at this point, we are getting another report, another leak, whatever, telling us, yeah, the Biden campaign's falling apart, there's fights behind closed doors, everyone's arguing about what to do, the campaign's not in a good position. It is so bad that they finally admitted, yeah, the next 2 to 3 weeks or so will undoubtedly be the most important stretch of this campaign because he has to demonstrate not just to the American people, but to his own party that he can serve. And not just, another year, but to serve 4 more years. If he cannot prove to the American people, to his own party, all of that he can serve, well, there's a chance that the party decides, you know what? We're done with you. You are not going to be our nominee. We will force you out. So let us get into it. President Joe Biden on Thursday opened a critical stretch of his effort to salvage his imperiled re-election campaign, arguing that stakes extend far beyond his own political prospects to the future of the country's economy and democracy itself. Bullshit. That's what I gotta say to that. Absolute BS. Because if you really cared about the future of the country, you cared about democracy, you would resign. Now, Kamala Harris is a disaster, but let's be real. Biden is gone. Mentally, he's just out of it. Physically, he may not be able to walk soon, but either way, the guy should not be the president. If you cannot think for yourself, if you don't know where you are, you should not be in the White House at all. In fact, you should be in a nursing home. You should be retired. You should be in a beach in frickin' Florida. Who knows? Who cares at this point? Just not at the White House. But no, he is staying as of now. And the reason being as well, his family are power-hungry lunatics. Jill Biden and Hunter Biden, they are awful people. Seriously, they're the only reason Joe Biden is still running. Let's stop pretending otherwise. They want power. They want protection from legal BS. That's the reality of it. They don't want Biden to step down because the second he drops out, all those legal protections for Hunter and others, it's gone. That's why they want him to run again. Because they want those protections, which is just scummy. But that's a reality of it. They don't care about Joe. If they really cared about him, they would have told him, okay, dude, step down. This is not good. This is not normal for you to be in the White House. You should be retired. There's a growing sense that Biden may just have days to make a persuasive case that he is fit for office before Democratic support for him completely evaporates. Yikes. That makes sense, by the way, because Democrats have to make a decision ASAP. The convention's what, in a month? 2 weeks or whatever it is? We are very close to the convention. And legally speaking, already it's too late for them to pick someone else, but if they want to try some legal baloney, they have to do it ASAP. In an interview with a Wisconsin radio station that aired Thursday, Biden said the stakes are really high. I know you know this. For democracy, for freedom, our economy, they're all on the line. Well, yeah, from you. I mean, seriously, I don't get why Democrats think, oh yeah, let's run on democracy, let's run on the economy. When this presidency, they're known for knocking down doors at 3 a.m. and, arresting Catholics and stuff. It's like, yeah, sure, you're for democracy. You want to throw your political opponents in jail. Really, you're the candidate for democracy. Yeah, sure, buddy, sure. As for the economy, funny joke. I'm just baffled that Democrats really think if we run on democracy and the economy, we're gonna win. No. People are starting to realize you're full of shit. The economy sucks. I don't care what statistics people use. The economy sucks. Not like 85% of Americans think, yeah, we are going in the wrong direction. We're not improving, we're going backwards. At best, we're staying the exact same, which is not good anyways. This is not a good situation. And for Democrats to just say, well, the economy is on the line, so is democracy, is very ironic and just out of touch. He added, "The president is the most powerful office in the world, but we need someone with wisdom and character." What? You're telling me that this is the Democrats' talking point? They're going to talk about wisdom and character. Huh? You don't even know where you are. You probably think it's 1983 or something. I mean, seriously, does he know what year it is? I know that's kind of a weird thing to ask, but I'm being serious. He doesn't know where he is, so you're telling me he has wisdom? No. There's nothing there. He's just a puppet. That's all he is. The interview on the Earl Ingram Show on the Civic Media Radio Network, taped Wednesday, was part of the media and public events blitz that the Democratic president and his staff have acknowledged as a make-or-break moment. So this is the only reason he's out of the White House. He needs to prove that he's alive, that he knows what he's talking about, that he can think, all of that. Which, I don't know how you fix what happened at the debate. Because even if you have 100 public events that are absolutely perfect, no hiccups, nothing, this is the old Biden, somehow, if you do that, no one's going to watch them. Everyone watched the debate. Millions of people did. No one's going to watch a random interview on, Civic Media Radio or whatever. No one cares about that. They're just going to think, well, I watched during the debate the guy fall apart completely. He did not know where he was. He made some weird answers. He looked out of it. That's what people are going to think. They're not going to think about this random interview. After hosting a July 4th evening barbecue at the White House for military families, Biden has scheduled a campaign in Wisconsin on Friday and sit for an interview with ABC. And frankly, this is their last Hail Mary. They are banking everything on this one interview, and I don't know if this is going to change anything. But they really believe that if he does good in this interview with ABC, everyone will suddenly forget about the debate. No! No one's going to forget about that debate performance. No one. Everyone will still think, okay, he might have did good in one interview, but the debate that everyone watched, he was awful. And even then, it's like people are going to think, well, this was scripted, this wasn't live. There could have been stuff edited out. We don't know. So I don't think an interview is going to change anything. Really, the only way he could change everyone's mindset on this is if he has like 5 other debates with Trump and he is perfect. Then maybe, just maybe, you could argue, well, the first debate was a fluke, he was out of it, he had a cold, whatever excuse you want to come up with. Then maybe that could work. But even then, it's like, well, the first debate is the one that everyone's going to remember because he was so bad in it. For now, Biden is not ready to walk away, and he has communicated that in conversations with Democratic governors, close allies, and staffers from his campaign. And he may not want to go, but if it gets so bad where they're losing by like 15 points or something, the DNC might say, screw it. Well, let's change it. Well, let's change this guy out because he's killing us down ballot. Because if he's losing by 10 points or 15 points, you're talking about a 1984 landslide. And Democrats don't want that because if that happens, Trump has a trifecta. Hell, he may have huge majorities in both chambers. He could do whatever he wants for 2 years. And Democrats don't want that. But time is short for a possible change. The Democratic National Committee announced weeks ago that it would hold a virtual roll call for a formal nomination before the party's national convention, which begins August 19th. That's another problem. They don't have until August 19th. They have till like July something to make a decision. That's why this ABC interview is make or break. And frankly, I don't think he's going to win either way. But if he wants to stay the nominee, he has to have I would say a flawless interview. He cannot have one hiccup. He cannot have one mistake. Which is, I think that's impossible. I don't see how you have a perfect interview with Biden. The only way that could happen is if the interview is like 5 minutes long and it's completely scripted. Then maybe he won't make any mistakes. But even then it's like, okay, it's a 5-minute interview. No one's going to care about that. No one's going to think, well, he screwed up for 90 minutes, but I think he's perfectly fine after he spoke for 5 minutes straight. No. No one's going to think that. In fact, people are going to say, well, yeah, he's fine when he's scripted, but when he's off script, he's a disaster. I'm proud to be running for re-election as a president who's made his promises and I've kept them, Biden said in a radio interview. Oh, bull crap. You know, this messaging's garbage. People don't buy this. People are looking at everything and thinking to themselves, man, this sucks. Whether it's the war in Ukraine, whether it's the war in Israel, whether it's what's going to happen in Taiwan, whether it's the economy, the southern border, whatever. I really don't think that's a good idea to say, yeah, I've kept my promises. Because A, you're full of shit. And B, okay, you kept your promises and look what's happening. Everything's falling apart because of you. It's not good messaging. It's like, why would you admit, yeah, your policies are in effect? Why? That just, in my opinion, that's just sabotage. Why would you say to everyone, yeah, everyone thinks my policies suck, but I did them. You could give me all the credit. I had a bad night, I screwed up, he said of the debate, where he gave halting and convoluted answers, but 90 minutes on stage does not erase what I've done for 3.5 years, he said in a different interview with Philadelphia area Word Radio, which I just can't believe that. He's admitting he had a very bad night, but 90 minutes doesn't mean anything. It kind of does, because this isn't an ordinary debate where the incumbent just sucked, he had an awful night, whatever, that's one thing. The fact is, there were many questions surrounding Biden, like, okay, can he serve another 4 years? Is he fit? All of that. And the vast majority of people thought no. So that's why the debate was even more important, because he had to prove to the American people he was fit. And he failed miserably. That's why this debate could go down as one of the biggest political backfires ever. Because if they knew he was in that bad of shape, why would you throw him on the stage? You should have canceled the debate, and I know that would have had some bad impact on the polling numbers, but you could say, well, maybe they could have recovered. Maybe they could have scheduled a separate debate. But now it's like, people saw the debate. They saw the clips online, they read about it, whatever. And they realized, oh crap, this is the guy that's supposedly running the country. He's not. That's why this was a disaster. And Democrats, they have no clue what to do. So Biden's going around doing this huge media tour, which is like, what, one interview a day, and then like, you know, one event, and that's it. That's not blitzing the public. That's like nothing. That's like an average day in the presidency. You do like 3 press conferences, a bunch of events, whatever. They're making a big deal about 2 interviews and like 1 public event. That's nothing. That is nothing. If he wanted to demonstrate that he's fine, he should have done like 5 interviews, done like 5 press conferences, a bunch of events. Then yeah, maybe people would think, okay, you know, there's some concern here, but maybe he's not as bad as we thought. But the Biden campaign really believes if they do 2 events, that's it. They're perfectly fine. They're going to turn it around. No, they're not. This is delusional. They really believe this crap. But in fact, you could argue the aftermath of the debate has been worse for Biden than the debate itself, because before the debate, credit to the White House, there really hasn't been that many leaks. But now it's like every hour it's them admitting, yeah, he could function maybe 4 hours a day. He goes to bed at like 8 p.m. He wakes up at 11. But he could be the president, you know. He's very nasty behind closed doors. The leadership's out of touch with everything. It's like not a good combination at all. We just got to see what happens, but I really don't know how Democrats recover, how the Biden campaign gets out of this hole they dug themselves into. I don't know. Could they? Maybe, but I really think that their strategy the past week or so has been, in fact, a bigger disaster than the debate itself. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Godspeed to all of you.